The rankings that you two just spoke about, a lot of movement. As you mentioned, 9 new teams came into the rankings this week, and that was greatly on the heels of some big holiday tournaments.
Yeah, and one of the biggest tournaments so far, not just in 2014, but the whole high school basketball season. Of course, the City of Palms Classic out in Florida, and it featured some of the top squads and some of the top recruits. As you see, Ben Simmons, the #1 rated top recruit, going off the glass to himself. It also featured Derek Jones from Archbishop Carroll, maybe the best dunker in the country, heading to UNLV when he's done hooping in high school.
And you know, with this guy, when it comes to dunking, and we're going to see this later on in this clip, what he did during the City of Palms dunk contest just
and you get a look
wowed
right here.
Everybody.
Jalen Brown, the
Jalen
#2
Brown.
recruit.
I am super impressed with Jalen Brown. A, he goes out there and puts down on the defensive side of the ball. He also reminds you a lot of Stanley Johnson. A, the haircut.
Yep.
B, the build. And in general, the athleticism. He goes out, and you see with these dunks, he is no slouch on the athletic side.
Yeah, I love the comparison to Stanley Johnson. How about my guy? He kind of reminds me of Andre Drummond. Big man Harry Giles from Wesleyan Christian. And I love the way the big man runs the floor and cleans up the dishes and throws in the two-handed putback. Harry Giles, this kid's a PTPer, baby.
Yeah, if you take a look at his knees, he's coming off of an ACL injury. I know how that feels. Really hurts the knee. It's hard to get that confidence back, but he's looking good.
Darius Allen right here, maybe the most powerful dunker in the country, as he goes Blake Griffin-esque, kind of doesn't even touch the rim, just throws it in for the stuff. And look at that no-look pass, and Mr. Allen does the rest. I mean, that is one of the top plays you're going to see from the City of Palms Classic. Now to the dunk contest, what the fans love the most. Just stop it, Derek Jones. He makes it look way too easy out there, flying over 2 guys.
Harry Giles is one of them right there. A little bit of hand off the back, but still impressive.
And you get a look, Darius Allen, as we brought up before, maybe the best power dunker. Rex Pfluger getting in the mix, another Dame commit from Modern Day with the windmill reverse. And the Steve Francis S. dunk, as you mentioned earlier, partner. Back to Mr. Allen. I just love the power, the windmill, Dominique-esque right there with that finish.
Anytime on a windmill, the most impressive thing is getting that full extension and being able to whip it around, and he did just that.
And this is silky smooth right here. No power really, but he just makes that look way too easy. And Rex Pfluger is like, hey, Derek Jones, I see you jumping over people. I got you.
I'm
as
going
he
to jump
jumps
over you.
Derek Jones. And that one's just nice. The reverse between the legs, I mean.
360.
Whew.
Saw that back in the day.
That one's nice. Behind the back, John Wall-esque. I remember John Wall did that back in high school too. And he also won an NBA dunk contest. That one is nice though, between the legs and the power windmill
Vince
stuff.
Carter off the bounce.
Is that what that looked like you, Stoney?
I wish that was me, if it was.
Now, of course, this is the finals, and of course, it was Derek Jones along with Darius Allen. Look at that angle right there. That is just dirty, but believe it or not, that wasn't even the best dunk he had during this dunk contest. This
The
one
Flight
right
Brothers coming at you.
Look at that. Off the side of the glass, between the legs. Throw the hammer down. And the thing I love most about this, watch his hype crew come in. They knew he was making this dunk before he even finished it. You got to love that. He's got his peeps coming out with him. And off the glass, between the legs with power.
That's a high school kid. A high school kid.
Just give him the
making
trophy.
those.
Hand it over.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Sprite, sign him up.
And I mean, I feel bad for Darius Allen because the dunks he was doing usually would win any dunk contest. And of course, getting back to the action in the tournament, Mount Verde right there, as you see Ben Simmons going coast to coast, Curry behind the dribble on the power. And Mount Verde ended up taking on Wheeler from Georgia in the championship game. And those two teams right now currently both ranked in the top 5 in our excellent 25 rankings, and this game was pretty much single digits the entire contest. You go look at Ben Simmons cleaning up the mess. Ben Simmons finished with 28 points, a game high, also had 11 boards. But that guy right there, Shambari Phillips, really stole the show. He put in 20 points right there, gets the jam, and he's heading to Tennessee next year, the 3-star shooting guard. Look at the alley-oop. Ben Simmons with the flush, but really Wheeler stole the show, as Ben Simmons really showing what he can do. Wheeler took control of this game, though, in the 4th quarter. They won by 7 points. As you get a look, as Brown showing he can dish it off. Shambari Phillips, big time. And Phillips, really one of the most underrated players in all of high school basketball. As you can look at his Willer right there, they win the 42nd annual City of Palms Classic Championship. First team ever from Georgia.
Hey, Montverde was trying to go for their third straight in a row. Wheeler got in the way. Wheeler's really showing how good they are by having a player that could lead them like Jaylen Brown. He makes everyone around them better, and Wheeler shows it right there.
MVP.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, I mean, what an honor. I mean, you get to see the top 2 recruits balling out in one of the biggest tournaments of the season.